Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Chandrakala Chaudhary. Here are top stories we are tracking for you on Tuesday, the 19th of June. Indian Foreign Minister meets French President in Paris to enhance bilateral ties. Anti-Pakistan protest held by activists in Sindh province. An Afghan government optimistic about peace talks after Eid ceasefire. And now for all the details. India's Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj on Monday met French President Emmanuel Macron in French capital Paris to enhance bilateral ties. During delegation-level talks, the two nations agreed to boost cooperation in fields like urbanization, technology and clean energy.
French President Emmanuel Macron met Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj on Monday in Paris to boost bilateral ties. The two leaders also held delegation-level talks during which they exchanged views on bilateral, regional and global issues of mutual interest from a strategic perspective. Swaraj later also held a joint news conference with her French counterpart. The two nations agreed to work towards achieving stronger partnership in fields like urbanization, science and technology, clean energy, etc.
हमारे समाजों को सुरक्षित रखना हम दोनों देशों की प्राथमिकता है। इसलिए इस क्षेत्र में हमारी विभिन्न एजेंसियों के बीच सहयोग और आतंकवादियों को दिए जाने वाले धन का मुकाबला करने के लिए हम आपस में सहयोग करेंगे।
Swaraj also visited the Vivekanand Center, where she paid homage and dedicated an Indian cultural center to renowned Hindu monk Swami Vivekanand. Ties between France and India have grown in recent years, most notably in the defense sector, with New Delhi ordering 36 French-made Rafale fighter jets to modernize its aging warplane fleet. India and France had signed contracts worth $16 billion during Macron's visit to India.
Indian Army soldiers conducted a drill along the border with Pakistan in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Monday. This comes after the month of Ramadan saw an increase in the number of unprovoked incidents in Kashmir.
Indian Army officials conducted a drill on Monday along the border with Pakistan in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province to be more prepared in light of the recent attacks. Soldiers of the Rustam battalion along the line of control went through a drill to make themselves equipped to deal with the challenges that they might face. This comes after the month of Ramadan saw an increase in the number of unprovoked incidents in Kashmir. The Indian government had declared a virtual ceasefire in the province during the Islamic holy month of Ramadan by instructing the security forces not to conduct cordon and search operations.
There are a number of challenges that we face. First and the foremost is the unprovoked firing of the enemy, and also the hardship of weather and terrain, which facilitate the infiltrators to make the best use of it and infiltrate into our area. So our main aim is to train hard so that we can negate these challenges and convert it into a success.
The recent incident of senior journalist Shujat Bukhari being shot dead by terrorists in the province also brought in a lot of unrest in the valley. India accuses Pakistan of training and arming militants and helping them infiltrate across the line of control. Pakistan denies the allegations.
In news from Pakistan, British Pakistani journalist Rahim Khan has criticized Pakistan's former President General Pervez Musharraf for his remarks on her upcoming book. Musharraf had accused Rahim of allegedly defaming her former husband, politician Imran Khan, despite being a woman. She said Musharraf had no right to lecture her on what should a woman write or speak.
Social activist and journalist Rahim Khan recently gave a lesson in gender equality to former Pakistani General Pervez Musharraf. Rahim Khan has been in the news lately for her reportedly tell-all memoir, which is said to include salacious details about her marriage to cricketer-turned-politician Imran Khan. Musharraf retweeted a post from his political party which said, among other things, that Rahim, being a woman or lady, should be ashamed of herself for writing whatever she has reportedly written about.
जनरल परवेज मुशर्रफ ने भी आज ट्वीट किया है, ऑफिशियल ट्वीट किया है, और वो कह रहे हैं कि एक लेडी को ऐसे बोलना नहीं चाहिए, यानी कि मर्द जो कुछ आए करे लेकिन लेडी वो काम देखे भी तो बोले नहीं। सवाल ये है क्यों ना बोले? कौन डिसाइड करेगा कि लेडी क्या बोले, क्या लिखे, क्या चीज एक्सपोज करे? ये बात गलत है।
Rahim, a British Pakistani journalist, was married to cricketer turned politician and Prime Minister aspirant Imran Khan from January 2015 until October 30th, 2015 when they divorced. Her book has reportedly unsavory details about Imran Khan which some say can affect his political career.
Moving on, an anti-Pakistan protest was recently held in Sindh province in support of Sindhi political activists who became the victim of enforced disappearances. Activists have long accused Pakistani security forces of gross human rights violations against innocent Sindhi people.
Locals in Pakistan's Sindh province recently staged a protest against the atrocities meted out by the Pakistani army against them. The protesters raised slogans blaming the security forces for enforced disappearances, torture and killing of political activists and other intellectuals in the province. They demanded the United Nations and the international community to take notice of the atrocities by Pakistan against the Sindhi political activists. Activists have long blamed Pakistani forces of using enforced disappearances as a tactic to silence critics and instill fear. Since 2010, there have been over 1,200 cases of enforced disappearances in Sindh. Around 160 people have disappeared since February last year. The people who are enforcedly disappeared are mainly human rights and political activists or journalists who criticize government's policies and actions against Sindhi people.
In news from Afghanistan, after Afghan President Ashraf Ghani's unilateral ceasefire, which was widely hailed in the country, the government is now optimistic about peace talks with the terror group Taliban. The Afghan Defense Ministry on Monday said several members of Taliban have stayed behind after Eid celebrations, and it hoped that they will likely join the peace process.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani's efforts to jumpstart the peace talks with the terror group Taliban hit another hurdle this week when Taliban on Sunday declared its three-day ceasefire over and ordered its fighters to return to the trenches. However, despite the Taliban's decision, the government is still confident that the peace talks can be restarted. On Monday, Afghanistan's defense ministry said, as Taliban left the cities after Eid celebrations, many stayed behind and are likely to join the peace process.
اونها به بعض شهرها 1000 و بعضی زیادتر و در شهر کابل اضافه از 2500 نفر داخل شدند و دیدند که دولت جمهوری اسلامی افغانستان با آنچه که تعهد داره در مورد آتش بس اجرات کردند.
This came after President Ghani's unilateral ceasefire was widely hailed by both Afghans and the international community. Following Ghani's ceasefire announcement, the Taliban followed suit, but instead ordered just a 3-day truce. The ceasefire was respected by both security forces and the Taliban, but when government on Sunday extended its order for another 10 days, the Taliban ordered its fighters to return to the trenches and resume the war.
The Indian Coast Guard commissioned a new coastal surveillance ship in southern coastal Visakhapatnam city on Monday, taking the strength of the Navy to over a few hundred ships. Equipped with sophisticated navigational and communicational technology, the vessel has been designed to attain a speed of 34 nautical miles.
Indian Coastal Guard or ICG commissioned a coastal surveillance ship named Rani Rasmoni in southern coastal Visakhapatnam city, taking the strength of the Navy to over a few hundred ships. The 51-meter-long vessel has been designed to attain a speed of 34 nautical miles. Equipped with sophisticated navigational and communicational technology, Rani Rasmoni has been developed by the Hindustan Shipyard Limited.
These fast patrol vessels, equipped with advanced sensors and the state-of-the-art equipment, are indeed the workhorses of the Indian Coast Guard and are designed to perform multifarious tasks such as surveillance, interdiction, search and rescue, anti-smuggling and anti-poaching operations.
The Indian Coast Guard is responsible for guarding and patrolling about 2 million square kilometers of sea area. Since the deadly Mumbai attacks of 2008, Indian Coast Guard has increased its coastal security and it has over 120 ships now.
Members of the transgender community walked the ramp at a beauty pageant held specially for the third gender in India's southern Kochi city on Monday. The event aimed at empowering the transgender community and promote equality.
A beauty pageant for transgender community aimed at creating a positive atmosphere for the third gender was held in India's southern Kochi city on Monday. The second edition of the Queen of Dwaya beauty pageant saw 16 participants walking the ramp. Many stalwarts from the southern India film industry also attended the fashion show. Winner of the pageant, Smriti, said she hoped to change the mindset of the people and inspire not just the transgender community but also the society in general.
I came Kerala, so it was like really different. And now, after 10 years, from 2010 to now, well, 2010 August I came. So now it's 2018 also will be finished. It's half is gone. So it is like 9-10 years. I had like very experience and I saw how society changes.
Very much happy to be the winner of Queen of the Year 2018. I'm looking forward to be a best according to myself, and I just want to be an inspiration to the entire world, not only the transgender community, to the whole society.
In April 2014, India's apex court recognized transgender as a legal third gender and called on the government to ensure equal treatment to them. India's 2011 census recorded 500,000 transgender people, but campaigners estimate the number at about 2 million.
A digital photography and screenplay writing workshop was recently held in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province for the first time, giving the youth a platform to learn and shape their talent. Majority of the youth showed interest in photography to capture the valley's scenic beauty.
A digital photography and screenplay writing workshop was held in Srinagar city of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province for the first time, giving the valley's youth a platform to learn and shape their talent. The workshop was organized by the Film and Television Institute of India and the Department of Information and Public Relations of Jammu and Kashmir. Maximum number of youth showed interest in photography to capture the general life and essence of Kashmir through its culture, beauty and tradition.
तो बेसिकली इनको वही क्लास में वही समझा गया कि यहाँ पे अलग-अलग तरीके के फोटोग्राफी हो सकते हैं तो उनको जो चीज़ अभी हमने समझा बेसिक बिकॉज एज दिस इज फाउंडेशन कोर्स तो उनको बेसिक के हिसाब से समझाया कि क्या चीज़ें होती हैं. जैसे फोटोग्राफी है, देयर इज़ द फैशन फोटोग्राफी है, देयर इज़ इंटीरियर फोटोग्राफी है, देयर इज़ नेचर फोटोग्राफी है. तो ये सेक्शन जो स्पेशलाइज करना चाहें इन फ्यूचर, जो उनको जो डिपार्टमेंट करना चाहें, तो उनसे वो पुश होके वो चीज़ वो लोग वो सेक्शन जा सकते हैं. और वो
जी बिल्कुल होने चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ टैलेंट यहाँ बहुत बड़ा है कश्मीरी यूथ में, और फोटोग्राफी का भी काफ़ी स्कोप है, क्योंकि कश्मीर है लाइक सीनिक प्लेसेस से और कहीं है नहीं, तो काफ़ी सही स्कोप है इसका.
All the required technical support was provided during the workshop. The participants were thrilled to attend a professional workshop both in theory and practical manner.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/AsAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @AsAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.